So, Mirror's Edge. Well, first off, I can see why people like this game. I mean, it's something new and it works. I'm of course talking about the gameplay. The gameplay is, well, it works. That's a plus. I don't really think it really matters if it's something new. As long as it works, it's, well, good. But if you're gonna look close at what you can do in the gameplay, it isn't really a whole lot you can do. I mean, you can disarm people, you can run, you can wall around, you can slide. Sliding is fucking awesome, but it really isn't that much you can do. It really just centers on one thing, but well, was it enough? Well, I'd say, yeah, it was enough. It was good. It wasn't really too much, it wasn't too little, it was just above average, I guess. But it's still based on a personal feeling, what I feel. But if you, maybe it's just, perfect, I mean, how much you can do and how long is the game, because it isn't really a long game. And if you still want more, you can always do races and shit. But it maybe just appeal to some people. I mean, I'm not saying the gameplay is bad, but just if it's, I mean, it's not bad. The gameplay is good, average good, but is it better than good? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But it just falls down to these personal feelings. What's enough for you? For me, it was perfect, I guess. I wanted more. Maybe a lot of other people. And well, here it comes. It really does need a fucking sequel. Not only on this aspect, but on the story aspect as well, which I will come to later. But anyway, it just makes this. It feels incomplete. The game feels incomplete, like it isn't really complete. It isn't really the full version of it. It's just, a bit of the game, and well, the other bit will come out later, and that's Mirror's Edge 2. So yeah, it all falls down to one thing: is it enough for you? I mean, is it enough that you just can do races, or if you wanna play over the campaign fucking over and over again? I mean, is it okay for you? Overall, if nothing, I say, well, it's good, but I don't know if it's better than good. I don't really know, but I'd say it's good then, if I gotta take some. Okay, but the story then. Well, the story got the same feeling. It really is incomplete. It feels incomplete. It does. I don't feel like I want to review it yet, because it isn't a complete story. You only got to taste about what the real story is. The ending isn't really an ending, like they said, just the beginning. I mean, it feels like you played the background to another story. That's what it is. So yeah, it really does need a sequel. But if you're gonna go into more physical part, character deployment, well, it wasn't really that much of character deployment in the fucking story. I mean, of course, your character, the main character, of course there was some character deployment there, but that's about it. Maybe something with the merc, but it wasn't really physical. It was more about if you like the person. The twist, well, that's one of the problems. It wasn't really that many characters in the fucking game, so a twist really wouldn't make that big of a difference. I mean, there was only 4 characters. It was Merc, Fate, Shell, and Jackknife. And also, it had this kind of, the bad guy wasn't really the bad guy, but then in the end, well, he was the bad guy. What? And when the story is done with explaining how the story, I mean, the background of the story is, then you're like in the last stage of the fucking game. I mean, that's when the story, physically shows what the background of what the story is about. But then it's the end. I mean, like I said before, it's incomplete. And it also had a thing when the good guy maybe was the bad guy, but in the end he wasn't the bad guy. It really didn't really make a difference at all in the story. It was just a waste of fucking time. But if you're gonna to erase that it's incomplete, just make it feel like it is, the fucking story. That's the full story. Then how good is it? Well, it's not a bad story. It's above average, I guess. So I'd say it's a good story. But the conclusion, if you're gonna take in everything, the running, the story, the first person hacking, and the elevator rides, the negative parts can only be negative if the person who's playing it doesn't like it. So it's all about the personal feeling. I mean, was it short, was it not short? I mean, it's perfect. But then again, you can say that to mainly everything. I mean, if the person don't like it, then it's not good. But here it really is the big thing if the person doesn't like it, because it's, you know, good, but is it better than good? So let's say this. If I'm going to be really nice, I'm gonna say that, well, it's a great game. It's a great fucking game. If I'm gonna be a little bit harder, then I said it's just a good game. It's all about, the only thing that I'm worried about is when I look at what games I say is good game, what game I said is great games. This game doesn't really fit in there because it's not that good. I mean, it's good but not that good. That's kind of category this falls into. It's good but not that good. So yeah, but when the sequel comes out, that's just a matter of time. I'm gonna review both games then, not individually both games, and see if it really works that way. If you don't need to play the first game to understand the second game, then I will be really hard on the first game and said maybe it's even a bad game. So well, that's it. I really fucking hate those games. That's good but not that good. But anyway, if you're gonna be hard on Mirror says, then it's just a good game. It's gonna be nice, really nice, then well, it's a great game. That's about it, really.
I won't stop you. I owe that much to Kate. But there are plenty of people who'll try. And I can't stop them either. You better learn how to run.
Running is what I do best.